A massive food crisis is on the horizon, and those who aren't prepared will suffer the most. The solution is massive food crisis. Who aren't prepared.
Well, it's not a great pre-market. We'll see what happens. But good morning, Neil. Good morning, Paul. Good to see you guys. Okay, let's get this show on the road. No trades thus far. Palantir's looking strong ahead of tonight's earnings. Morning, Black Eagle, or afternoon, or wherever you are. UPXI making highs. Come on, you king yet? I don't know where your bank holiday is, but it's not a bank holiday here. Oh, Volv. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Well, the weekend was okay, I guess. Upexi. Popped up, popping back down again. We've got Palantir breaking highs. So Upexi Titan Tiles toy brand announces licensing agreement with Walt Disney and its brands including Frozen and Toy Story. That's actually quite a good catalyst. Partnership with Disney. Disney, of course, has earnings today as well after hours. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy, it was good actually. I enjoyed it. It's not of the caliber of some of the better MCU movies, but it's up there. I would say it's up there in the mid range. But yeah, nice bit of jovial fun for a Friday evening. It was good. It's good. If you're an MCU fan, it's worth checking out for sure. It's the Rocket Raccoon story, is what it is. The story of Rocket Raccoon. When did you deposit, Dikinya? Oh, I don't know about that, Gog. Liverpool back in the hunt, it would be great. It would be an absolute bonus if Liverpool managed to get in the top four, but I can't see it. I just can't see it. United would have to do a Spurs. United would have to go all either United or Newcastle. Don't tell Alistair I said that. But one of either United or Newcastle would have to go all Spursy to capitulate at this stage of the season with got 3-4 games to go. Yeah, probably a little bit too far. But we'll see. Oh, no problem, Alistair. Well, there you go. There you go. Like you guys or United would have to go all Spursy for Liverpool to get top four. It's too much of a mountain to climb. I think it's possible, but highly unlikely. So you hang on a minute, Jakinya. You transferred some money. You deposited your first instalment at 5 a.m. this morning. You're expecting them to give you an update before the market opens and say, yeah, it's been credited. It's going to take a couple of days. The earliest you'll get that is tomorrow. The earliest you'll get that is tomorrow. But the likelihood is it'll be Friday. Morning, Robert. You've got to understand that clearing it's very often clearing houses take 2 to 3 business days, and that's what they say on depending on which broker you're with or where you're sending it to. Clearing houses usually take 2 to 3 business days. Palantir is having a great one before the earnings. It's not huge. I mean, the range is like less than 2 cents, but it's just a slow creeper. It's one to watch after hours, I think. It's not something. It's not volatile enough to try and trade it pre-market right now. That's what I would say. I missed the move up on back. Probably could have got that. Brascombe. Probably should have got in for the break of highs there at kind of 1250 or 1260. Should have got in here as we broke new highs. That would have been a good entry. 1260 or even the $0.50, 1250 would even better entry. I would say 1260 would have been a confirmation. And indeed, after that, the pullback from 1260, then the retest with the good volume as well coming in. Yeah, I missed that one. There's no such thing as instant. No, it won't be instant there, Jakinya. It won't be instant. It'll probably be tomorrow at the earliest, like I say. Oh, it might clear later today. So And today's not a bank holiday, by the way. That was last in the UK. Oh, yeah, it is because of the coronation. A UK bank holiday because of the coronation. So you'll not get it today. If you've sent it to CMEG UK, you'll not get it. It won't credit today. The banks just won't process it. So, yeah, if you're trying to put money into a UK bank today, it just won't happen because it's because Charlie got his head wet or something. Yeah, can't trade that. I did say this is on the list of potential continuation moves, so it's one to watch. But you need more volume. It's that's what's missing at the moment. Pre-marketed volume. Got a couple of reasonable moves, but nothing with good volume at the moment. It's just the UK, it's not a bank holiday everywhere. Not everybody gives a flying monkey's chuff about Charlie and his gold crown. In fact, most people don't give a chuff about Charlie and his gold crown. Is there no video feed on Twitch? Let me just have a look. This should be. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, there is a video feed on Twitch. And refresh your settings. I've just checked it myself. So refresh your page. Yeah, it's fixed because you pressed refresh. That's why. I've started streaming on Rumble as well, so I don't know if I'll get much visibility on Rumble, but I thought I'd give it a try. So now I'm on ShareVision, Rumble, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm not streaming live on Instagram anymore. I just can't be bothered. I wouldn't even say there's a lot of movers. There's not a great deal of the volume at the moment. JSpec. Well done, Neith. Early winner. I don't know what you got on. Did you get on BAK? BLCM? Let's take a look. That's just popped up, has it? This is one of those penny stocks. Belisium Pharmaceutical moving up. Any reason for this, OA? Hey, Mike. Morning to you. I'm not particularly in the mood for I tried trading some of these penny stocks last week with the small account, and it didn't. I got a couple of quid out of it, but it just wasn't worth it. It was like picking up pennies in front of a steam train. It was pennies on the rail track in front of a steam train. It just wasn't worth it with the small account. I would rather get a nice momentum stock and get 10, 20 cents with using leverage now that I've got leverage. Hey Spears, good to see you as well. Actually, Faz, the United women's team are not doing too bad. Okay. So active investors. Okay, fair enough. 20% stake, active investment, 20% stake in the company from Baker Brothers. That's why it's moving up. Yeah, it's probably not something I would be prepared to put a lot of my equity into right now. Because let's face it, it's moved up what 24 cents in the last half an hour. Whereas I can get 24 cents in a very swift move with one of the larger cap stocks, higher price stocks like $5-6 with a similar kind of share size. So this being just under $1, I could probably take 500 shares. I can probably take 600 shares, but let's say 500 shares. Whereas we get 500 shares of a $5 stock that's moving a lot better. So the risk, the risk versus reward, it's a lot more risky to take something like this than it would be to take a $5 stock, in my opinion. With leverage. The difference being, if I take a $5 stock with leverage, I have a higher chance of it retracing, and I've got to have a bigger risk to reward ratio. So I can't just cut it after 5 cents. But if this moves 5 cents to the downside, then yeah, of course I'm going to be cutting it. Hey Farhan, good to see you again. I'm going to quit the Rumble and share Vision feeds, I think. My point of view. Let's have a look, shall we? Western Alliance. Yeah, well, I think these banks, there's some good. There's going to be some good long movement on these banks today, to the upside. What's the spreads like? 10 cents, 10, 15 cents on Western Alliance. I think it's with these. Yeah, so now we get a little bit of a pullback. Will be worth watching. Got in for a break of highs there. Let's see where this takes us. 2,500 shares. And we'll get 10 cents on it to start off with. 66. So we're already over 80. So 76 on the ask. Got on the bid. Is that a reasonable expectation? Caught between the spreads right now. So the spreads have widened about 20 cents. They were 10 cents, which is why I thought, okay, that's not bad. I'll give that a track. But now they're over 20. They're 25 cents now. 20 to 25 cents on the spreads. So when liquidity is low, so we're caught between the spreads at the minute because the spreads have widened as much as well. Now it's pulling back a little bit. This is the gamble that you're taking, and I'm saying that gamble with the lower liquidity pre-market. We dropped 30 cents on the ask. $0.45 on the bid. So you'll be glad that you didn't get in there, Flip Jug. The spreads are just horrible. It was 10 cents, and now it's they've been as wide as 40. So just be careful. I mean, this is a liquidity thing. The lack of liquidity is always a bit of a danger with pre-market. The volume wasn't. It was increasing when I got in. Increasing volume, which is what I was looking for, and then we got the Murphy's Law. So if I can get over yeah, the banks, they're all moving in the same generic direction, but they're having the different spikes at different times, both up and down. So I think the overall direction of these regional banks is probably going to be up today, but you're going to get kind of mixed messages across the board. Yeah, the volume's just dried right up. Well, I will. Come on. How long did it take to get a fill then? That was shocking. Now I just need to get over the $0.50 and get out of this hunk of junk that is Western Alliance. Oh, there's some football on today because of the bank holiday, League Two playoffs and stuff. What I would say is that what has moved hasn't sustained, and what is moving on low volume. So just be careful. It looks like it's going to be one of those days that we're not going to get a lot until after the bell. We could get some good moves, but just be careful. Some of these moves are just not proving to be sustainable. Look at that. It's not even took the bid with it. 20 cents on these spreads here. Come on, take the bid with you. Up at 31.70s. And you see what I mean? Bid didn't even go with it. Right, let's see if we can break high of day, but take the bid with you, for crying out loud. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Hey. Yeah, right. Whichever you're comfortable with. YouTube for me is better for me because that's where I've got the majority of the followers. So, but yeah, whatever you're more comfortable with, Flip Jug. high of day currently is 31.80. Currently at 31.74 on the bid. So let's see. Can we get over 31.80? Or even test it? 31.75. You know what? I don't like this, so I'm just going to lock that in. Most trades I've been in at once, probably 3, I'd say. In terms of day trading, obviously, I've been in multiple swing trades at any one time. But the thing is with the swing trades, you just set it and go. But in terms of day trading, probably 3 at once, ish. It's difficult to trade more than one at a time, but one of the easiest way to trade more than one stock at a time is when you're trading volatile stocks. You get caught in a halt. If you've got a stop in place, that's fine, and that's where I would have been trading 3 at a time. So I'd have put a stop in place on one. You got caught in a halt, so I went looking for something else. Started to move up. It didn't look great, so I put a trailing stop in place, and then I moved on to something else. So I had one in a halt with a trailing stop in place, one that was a steady creeper with a trailing stop in place, and then I traded the other one. So I didn't have to concentrate on the 2 that had the stops in place anyway. So I just concentrated on the one. So proactively trading is concentrating on one trade at a time is what I would recommend. But you can be multiple, but what you want to be doing is if you've got multiple trades on the go at any one time, you need to be managing your risks. So you need to have stops, either static stops, so you don't be doing that pre-market, for example. You want to be either static stops or trailing stops, so you don't have to be jumping from one to the next one. Even if you've got the charts open in front of you, you have to switch between the montage and stuff, unless you have multiple montages. You know, I do know somebody that has like 2 or 3 montage open connected to each, so he'll have 3 charts open and he'll be switching between montage, he'll be tabbing between montage, so he can actually transact at the same time. That's just too much for me. I mean, I'm sure the guy's autistic or something, because that's just way too much. Well, it's down to you, Jakin. You go and spread the word for me, buddy. What do I look for in a swing trade? A lot of the same rules apply to swing trading, but I'm looking for something that's got a strong financial moat. So something that's got, with swing trading, I'm looking for maybe something that's extended to a one way or the other, either to the downside or the upside. It's looking extremely extended, starts to look a bit exhausted, and then it's either got good or bad news, which suggests a bounce in one or a reversal in one way or the other. So that's what, when I'm looking at swing trades, that's really what I'm looking at. Strong companies that are not going to go bust overnight, so I certainly wouldn't trade any of these regional banks and hold overnight or swing trade them, even though there's money to be made swing trading them. That's just not what I would be looking at. Morning, Thomas. It depends, Robert. So you probably noticed when you hit the halt level, there is still transactions going through before it actually halts. So you've got a few seconds to get your stop in place. So if you hit the halt level, which is why it's important to watch the halt levels, and if you get caught in if you hit the halt level, put your stop in place quickly. If it's a false halt, it might come and stop you out straight away. But if it does halt, you've got your order, your stop order in place. If it gaps up, then it'll take it with it if it's a trail, or it'll protect it if it starts to pull back. If it gaps down, it's just going to execute on resumption anyway. You might get slippage, but yeah. So you can put stops in place after reaching the halt level, but once it's halted, you can't put the orders in. It won't let you place an order regardless after it's halted. You have to do it whilst it's still trading. So you reach the halt level, you've got a few seconds when it reaches the halt level while it's still trading to get your halt, to set your halt. Dividend stocks, look, do your own due diligence. But what I'm looking at for dividends, a lot of the S&P 500s have good dividends, but Procter & Gamble's a good one. I think Procter & Gamble's a good one. Nvidia's been giving out some good dividends as well, as has Amazon. I've been waiting to get into Amazon, and then they did the reverse stock split last year. It was just too expensive up until that point. So then I got into Amazon. You've got Pepsi, always gives good dividends. Disney to a lesser extent. You'll see tonight, Disney's got earnings tonight, so I'm waiting on that because I'll get paid some dividends on that. I'm in Disney long term, by the way. What else? Well, just work it out yourself. So if it's particularly volatile, if it's moved up a huge amount, it's probably going to be a 10-minute halt or longer. Just work it out on 5-minute intervals. So that's what I do. Is basically if something halts, I'll look at it from 5 minutes from the halt time, and I'll come back and check on it. If it doesn't resume, I'll just make the assumption that it's a 10-minute halt. And if it doesn't resume after 10, and then I'll do it in 5-minute intervals, and I'll keep coming back and checking it for the 5-minute intervals. That's what I do anyway. 85. Yeah, I'm absolutely a huge royalty. I am a royalty, but I'm a Tudor myself. So the USA is probably still celebrating the coronation. Absolutely. They love the royals more than we do, that's for sure. I'll take a look at SMX for you. I don't think it's doing anything right now, but not on my scanners. No, it's not. It popped up earlier, but it's pulling back. It popped up earlier. It went up to kind of 205. It's way below the VWAP. It looks like the move was an early doors move, and it's had a bit of a hard sell off this last hour. So yeah, SMX not looking great today. It is gapping up based on Friday's closing price. I think it closed at like 125 on Friday, whatever. But it's pulling back from the highs now. So look at this on the 5 minute. You'll see what I'm talking about. So it pumped up, then we kind of got a bit of a double top, and now it's pulling back. So devil horns, if you will. You can have a look at call that devil horns if you want. But yeah, it pumped up and then pulled back. So for me, probably not something I'm interested in trading. Well, it's below $2 anyway, so I'm definitely not interested in trading it right now. Morning, Jack. Hey, Nereus. No, if I was going to trade with a prop firm, I'd do equities. I know there's not as many prop firms do equities anymore. But I wouldn't do futures. I just don't. That's just not my style. I can trade futures, but I mean, futures tends to be more technical anyway than fundamental. You're looking first and foremost, you're looking for the trend, and then you're looking for the patterns, and you may trade a couple of strategies like the VWAP fade or the VWAP bounce or whatever it is. With once a market's trending, then you might look to just ride the trend. But it's, again, microscopic moves, so you need bigger leverage. You need at least 20x leverage, and in some cases 60 times leverage, just to take advantage of some of these futures prices. And the more leverage that you're taking, the bigger the risk you're taking. So it's not conducive to good risk management. It's trading with trading over leveraged. So that's another reason I don't trade futures or forex or anything like that. But trading with prop firms is a good way to actually hone your skills. If you want to trade a live account and you're tired of trading in a simulator, by all means, go and trade with a prop firm. You pay 250, 500 quid or whatever it is, and they'll give you, providing that you can prove that you're profitable, and they'll give you the challenge that you get access to their system, and you pass the challenge, you potentially could make some money. If you don't pass the challenge, if you fail the challenge, then you've got to start all over again. You lose your money. So yeah, sometimes it's a cheaper way to hone your skills before loading up a brokerage account. That's what I'd say with futures. CX app. Let's have a look at CX app for you. What's my thoughts on it today? Because it's not on the scanners, so as far as I'm concerned, if it's not on the scanners, I'm not interested. It's no volume. It's kind of sideways. Had its big moments in the sun over the. I mean, look at this on the daily. You'll see what I'm talking about. Had its moments in the sun there a couple of weeks ago when we made quite a bit of money on it. Let's get rid of all these lines. But had a couple of pop-ups, like pop-up the week before last, I think it was. But there's no volume on the intraday. There's no volume, and it seems to be consolidated. There's a bit of a kind of a wedge forming here, metric triangle maybe. But it needs volume, maybe a catalyst, something like that, and they can grab people's attention. But there's nobody trading it. There's like 22,000 shares been traded today. The CX app, there's no intraday trade today. If you're holding bags up at $15, $20, I'm sorry, it's not going back up there today. Yeah, unfortunately, that draw's been that draw was. I mean, investigation. The draw was had, and my fiance won it for some strange reason. She was the one that won it, and I'm being investigated for match fixing. So apparently, it was rigged. Go figure. Morning, Julio. I'll take a look at SNES for you, Greg. So I was a big fan of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System when I was young. SNES Tech, again, another one without volume. So 45,000 shares traded today. Just no volume. So we need more volume. 8 cents on the average true range, but there's no volume. There's nobody trading it yet. I wouldn't say there's any momentum. It's just sideways. It's got a range of about 40 cents across the pre-market range of 40 cents from kind of 137 up to 171. Not even 40 cents. No, it's just over 30 cents. So there's nobody trading that. Just sit on your hands, guys. It's not worth taking a trade that's not. It doesn't look like it could go in your favor. Now, I've not traded the small account yet, and even this one was dodgy, so it went up and broke 32, but came back down again. Yeah, 08, exactly. Yeah, we're looking for 10% today, so we're looking at. Let's see if we can get $70 today, a little over 10%. That's kind of the goal. Between $65, $70. Hey Tom, let's have a look at Imuron. I called this out in the. You probably are aware, Tom. I called this out in the Discord earlier. It's a bit choppy at the moment. It's below the VWAP. It did have a nice move up early doors, but then it's sideways, slightly down, but it's sideways underneath the VWAPs, which is it needs to get back over the highs, 350 or above, before I'm interested in it, and probably interested in it on the. I'm not interested in anything under $5 on a small account today. I'm being very specific. Wait for the obvious. Gap and go, you think? Maybe? We'll see. I don't know what is gap and go. I'm gonna go and get some tea. Wait for the kettle to boil. And it's one of those days today that's just sit on your hands, wait for the obvious one. I'll be back in a second. You're back to sleep, don't worry. Not going anywhere. Virgin Galactic's up today. Yeah, I just not really seeing much GDC of interest to me. But not at the bottom, not at the lows. Oh, the likes of GDC. I mean, GDC was great this time last week. It had a wonderful move up. Well, it actually was in the evening, in the afternoon stroke evening that it had the big move up, but went up to like $44. 250 or whatever it was. Yeah, it's not moving anywhere. It's still there at $1. BLCM. It popped up. This is you know what I'm like, Robert. I don't trade these penny stocks. I tried it a couple of times last week. It didn't work out for me. So I'm just going to stay away. I'm going to stick to what I know. Is probably the best thing to do. I don't. What I've learned from last week is the small account challenge. I've done a couple now, and I started with larger account sizes, with $2,500 the last two, and the one before that was a $5,000. So that was okay. I could take a position and I could look for that 5-10% move, and if it went against me, I could either cut it, and it wouldn't have too much of an impact because on the next trade I could make it back. And then commissions and charges wouldn't have as much of an impact either in the similar sense. Whereas on this $500 challenge, until I get to like 2,500 and get it grown to 2,500, I've realized last week I've got to be meticulous in my trade selection with it. Because one day last week, I think I lost $50, and it worked out I'd lost $144 or something like that after fees and charges were levied. Another day I made $180 gross, and $90 of that went in fees and charges. So by trading too much, I'm not doing myself justice Now Friday was a little bit different because I had to get catch it a little bit. I had to make $50 just to get the leverage, and then the next two trades after I got the leverage more than made up for the commissions and charges that were levied on the earlier trades. So yeah, I'm just being selective, but very selective meticulously selective on the trades is going to be important to grow this certainly in the first instance. But you know me, I can't just sit here and watch all the moves moving, and that's, I should really do that. Just sit here on my hands and wait for the right setups. But I just can't do that. So I've got my main account that I can trade in the meantime. I've got a little bit more wiggle room with that, where I can take kind of B plus and just A minus setups, but all A plus setups for the small account from here on in. Yeah, but Trade Zero has poor spreads, crappy fills, and doesn't carry the full order book. And I'm just about to enter into a partnership with CMEG as well. So if I start, they got wind. They got wind that I was looking at Speed Trader, and they got in touch with me and said, look, you know, how would you like to be featured on our webpage? And that's it. And we started entering some negotiations over the last week or so. So I'm going to be working with CMEG, and probably I will be continuing to recommend. I've been recommending them because without any kind of commercial incentive. Because they're who I've been using, and they've been who I've been using for years. So, but they're asking me what they need to do for me to move my portfolio from interactive to CMEG. I'm like, no, it's not going to happen. I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. Aside from the fact that you don't cater to a SIP, so SIPP, which is a pension. But he was telling me that that's something that we're looking at in the future, and I'm like, well, come back in the future when it's there. Yeah, so if you're trading this, it seems strong enough. I mean, it's got a catalyst. I do trade crypto, but not at the moment, Christian. So the only thing I'm holding at the moment, and it's just because it didn't get to a profitable position for me to exit, is Cardano at the moment. That's the only thing I'm holding at the moment, and it's not because I'm particularly bullish, because the overall crypto market at the moment I'm bearish on. I do think we're going to get back down to the lows. I think we'll see the Bitcoin back in the teens. So I cashed out on Bitcoin once I got profitable. I cashed out on my Ethereum once I got profitable. The first thing I cashed out was my XRP when I got profitable. So I made profits on my crypto over the last month. But I'm bearish overall on the crypto space. We've just seen Binance last week, for example, the single biggest exchange froze Bitcoin transactions on Bitcoin because they had a whale taking out like a few billion in Bitcoin off the exchange. So when that happens, I'm just kind of, there's a little bit too much, too many red flags with the crypto space right now. I want to see some of those red flags get cleared up, and then once we get back into a bull market, I might look at trading crypto again. The people who are bullish, perma bulls in crypto right now are probably looking at it and thinking, oh well, Bitcoin moved up to 30k. Well, it's not 30k now, is it? It's pulling back again. Oh well, that means it's alt season. No, it doesn't at all. Just look at the overall crypto market cap, and you'll see that the size of the crypto market cap hasn't changed in the last 3 months. So people have just been moving the money from shit coins into Bitcoin and Ethereum and the more reliable coins. You've just seen Ethereum take a bit of a salty pill this last week. People within crypto are just moving it around. There's no not much net new investment into crypto going on at the moment. Faz, long term, yes, but like I said, with the rest of crypto, I think there's so many red flags. You'll see XRP pulling back alongside Bitcoin and all the other coins, and look at people talking about Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, and look at them, look at where they are now. You know, these are they're going to the moon. They're bloody not. They're probably Doge, by the time the next bull market comes around, Doge and Shiba probably won't even be around. Hey Virgo, good to see you again. Well, that's one way to do it, Rex. That's one way to do it. When BTX was breaking highs earlier today, it went up as high as kind of 840. Friday it went up to 776 at its peak. But so MBTX, so nanobiotics, sounds like a breakfast cereal. So I'm watching this for a continuation from Friday, possible continuation. It's down at the lows of the pre-market session, so I'll wait for it to get back over $7 maybe. Excuse me. Had some strange moves on Friday. So it had a big move and then some equally big moves on Friday, up and down. Pretty sure on Friday I traded this on both accounts, lost a little bit on the main account, but made the biggest gains on this one on the small account. So we'll see. Palantir could be interesting today. Well, we've got 8 minutes to the bell. 8 minutes till this week's roller coaster ride allows us to get on board. Got a couple of IPOs later in the week. We've got CPI on Wednesday. We've got PPI on Thursday alongside the jobless claims. I've got import-export numbers on Friday. So we've got quite a bit of macroeconomic data coming out later this week. It's another big week for earnings. Some big names this evening. There's already some reasonable drops already this morning, but nothing really jumping out. But the likes of Disney, PayPal, etc. Rivian Automotive, they've got earnings this evening. So there's quite a few names this evening that could be worth watching after hours. So there's it's probably going to be another choppy week. It's probably choppy week. It's probably going to be another volatile week. And I don't mind the volatility as long as we get some clean moves. The volatility is okay. We just need clean moves. So BLCM is up now 200% on the day. Morning, 83. Not that I'm aware of. I've not. To be honest, I've not looked. That just selling off. Back west. Let's have a look. No, 150% margin requirement on Pac West. They're flip jug. Let me just. Yeah, so it's actually more. It was 125% last week. Now it's 150. So, and Western Alliance, we've got a nice double bottom off the VWAP there. So a good entry would have been a break of the whole dollar of 31. But let's have a look at BLCM again. Double top, devil horns. Just be careful with this one right now. Uh, 2020, Daryl. 3 years ago. It is a quiet Monday. I mean, we've made some profit, so let's call it a day. Who's for a pint down the pub? Double bottom on BLCM, don't you mean double top? Oh, I think you mean double top there. Up there at up there at the $250, just below the $250, 123. Oh, we've got 3 minutes to the bell and there's nothing moving right now. Nothing moving at the moment, at least. Nothing jumping out. Say, I am the one that's going to make you money today, Tony. We'll just sit here. I'll just stare at you. You guys can stare at me, and we'll just twiddle thumbs until that stock turns up. A pint of? Oh, I don't know. It depends what mood I'm in. I mean, I'm in Ireland, so you can't go wrong with a pint of Guinness. But then in the summer, Guinness is a bit too heavy for you know. It's a nice day out, so it's a bit too heavy for to be drinking Guinness on a nice sunny day in the beer garden. So you maybe go for an IPA or something. Was I at the coronation? I was the one getting the crown on my head. People thought it was Charlie. It wasn't. It was me. I'm the king. The king of hell, maybe. Hey, Matty. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, better than number 2, not as good as number 1. That's how I would. Guardians of the Galaxy 1, then number 3, then number 2. I wasn't enamored with Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It was okay. But yeah, it was what I would say, without giving too many spoilers away. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it's really the Rocket Raccoon story. It's basically the origins and the whole thing around Rocket Raccoon. He's the central character of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. But it is interesting. It's a good. Oh, Megan was there. Did you not see Calvis? She was wearing an old man wig and a mustache. Megan was in disguise. Well, it's below the VWAP at the moment. They're the S&P 500. It's up slightly on the day, but it's below the VWAP, so it's not looking that strong. But to be fair, the S&P 500 is just in a range market at the moment. It's not done anything for the best part of 8 weeks, 6 weeks for sure. In fact, the majority of this year, it's just been sideways, trading in a range sideways. Yeah, Calvis. Oh, okay. BLCN halted to the upside, I believe. UCIB also halted. I don't know which side that is, but those are the two halts so far. BLCN halted to the upside, as you can see. Yeah, that's not something I want to trade. Palantir. That's something I really want to trade. Probably not. Lucid, I don't like to predict the direction. I think Lucid is going to have a miss across the board again, and deliveries are going to be crap again. So, but the market might rally. So I'll wait for the price action, but it could be interesting. I mean, they're losing money all hand over fist. So Top Financial is also halted to the downside. Well, why am I not surprised? And this is what I'm talking about with a lot of these stocks. They are garbage companies. They have their moment in the sun and everything. So it's going to the moon, and it does go to the moon, and on its way back down, it crashes. It crash lands. And that's the thing. When something goes to the moon, what goes up must come down and all that kind of stuff. When it goes to the moon as quickly as something like Top Financial, when it comes down with a bump. And there's no leverage on it either, so. So let's have a look at the overall market. So let's have a look at this on the daily first. So you can see I've got these, I can't even remember how long ago I drew these. but we're out of this range here, but we're only just out of this range. So it's just kind of sideways since the end of March. So the end of March, we started on the 4th of April. 4th of April, we started at 412, and it's currently 412. So we've just gone sideways for an entire month. Shopify making big moves up, breaking highs again. So I thought Palantir might got the pre-market high. He just tapped the pre-market high briefly, but it's not quite broke through, didn't hold. Well, let's have a look at Lucid now, because Palantir, Lucid, a few of the others, Rivian, all got earnings later. Let's go to Shopify. That's on the daily. So Shopify, just a nice little spurt to go green on the day. S&P 500 trying to bounce. Palantir breaking highs now. So it's not volatile enough for me, 5 cents. It's not moving up quickly enough for me is what I mean. 1 cent spreads. Probably get 10 cents out of that easily enough. I'm not going to. Let's have a look at Lucid right now, because they've got earnings later, along with Palantir, along with Rivian, along with a few of the others. So Lucid selling off, breaking lows, just broke the pre-market low. So looking bearish today. Had a decent day on Friday, but it's looking to pull back a little bit at the moment. We'll see what happens on earnings later. Oh, I don't expect that they will post particularly profitable results, but we'll see. $0.20 spreads. I don't really want to be taking 500 shares of a 20-cent spread. Particularly when it's not great volume either. Get a view at bounce maybe. You can't even do that because the spreads are just not. It's 15 cents on the average true range and 20-cent spreads. No, that's just too risky. Can't trade that. Not yet. Wait for the spreads to narrow or the range to increase. Yeah, well, it popped up, broke pre-market highs, and then popped back down into a halt. So that was Elysium Pharma. Yeah, I can't trade that nonsense either. That's just no volume. Neva, no leverage. Is there a reason for its move though? Still traded on the main account. No. I didn't have great earnings last week. Maybe looking at a rebound after selling off on Thursday morning. But we'll see. But it's a big gap to fill up to $20. So neither I think it's a petrochemical stock. But it's got a big gap to fill up to $20. If it does, bad earnings on Thursday. That's why that's moving up right now. Yeah, I'm thinking of sitting on my 12 fingers as well, Calvis. There's a few petroleum stocks moving. IMPP's got earnings late. Is it this morning or this evening? But IMPP's got earnings. Let me just have a quick look. Where? Oh, intraday. There you go. Q1 earnings announcement confirmed before the market opened today. So IMPP had earnings this morning and has got a conference call at 11. Be careful with the conference call. So it's pretty much an earnings beat across the board, EPS and sales beat across the board. Record incomes, so income, revenues, sales, EPS, everything's up with IMPP. So that's why that's moving up right now. USG, US gold mining. Yeah, not very volatile. Top Financial halted again. The upside this time. So it's back in the pre-market range. BLCM. Resumed gap. Oh, that's quite a big gap down for a $1 stock. Good 10 cents. Gap down. This is the way I'm feeling right now with the market movement. Not seeing anything right now that is really impressing me. As gold is always a safe haven. So when you get a good thing to do with gold is watch the VIX. When the VIX is high, gold is usually a good investment. When you've got volatility in the market, it's a safe haven. You're never going to lose a lot of money on gold, but if you're looking for intraday moves, it doesn't move that much. It's like a lot of commodities, like futures, etc. It doesn't move that much, but it's a good safe haven. It's always going to pretty much hold its value long term. So if you're talking about investments, gold is always going to be a good investment. If you're talking about intraday trading, I'd probably wait for a pullback. If you're going to be swinging or trying to trade intraday, Curate Retail's having a bit of a one. Halted to the downside. Look at that. That's just one of the worst charts I've ever seen. Horrible. From an intraday perspective point of view. Look at it on multiple time frames and it's just horrible. Can't trade it. Come on, market, give me something to trade. Let's have a look at Palantir. Yeah, Palantir is just doesn't have the range. Not volatile enough. It might be no trade day, guys. Well, it's not going to be no trade day because I've already taken a $500 trade, 475. I couldn't give a monkey's chuff about the coronation of the crown. Paul. Quite frankly, if they all had an accident and burnt in like on King Ralph, I don't know if anyone's seen King Ralph, but if there was a major accident and the entire family went up in flames, I wouldn't even shed a tear. I don't know them. They're not talented. They don't bring any value. I don't know any of them personally. I couldn't care less about them. Magic Empire. Let's have a look at Magic Empire. I looked at this earlier. For potential continuation. Had a good pump. Had a good day last Friday before last. I think it was. And it had a bit of a pump this morning, first thing, but it's below the VWAP and it's not looking reliable enough. The volume's not great on it, relatively speaking. I mean, it normally does two. You okay? Normally does 2.2 million. It's not even done the daily average in volume yet, so. We could be waiting till lunchtime before something pops up, and that's okay. Shopify breaking highs though. Let's see. Can we get an entry here? Break of the $0.50 might be worth. Wait. I'll wait for the pullback. There we go. I hear a 46. So we're looking for that break of the $0.50 now. Let's see, can we get a good 10 cents on Shopify? Falling back 10 cents. Almost. Yeah, there's 20 cents fallback. Not gone in big. Yeah. No volume, no trade, Calvus. You know that yourself. No volume, no trade. Yeah, well, I think I'm just going to get out of this. If it breaks 63.10, 63.11, yeah, I'll just get out. I mean, that'll move back up, but yeah, look, it is what it is. Let's have a look at ATLX. Yeah, again, it's just the volume's not reliable here on this one. Most of these candles are like sub 20,000. So Atlas Lithium had a huge sell-off at the beginning of the middle of last week, kind of third and fourth. From 45 down to, well, 44 down to like $15. Had a nice bounce on Friday, but it's just not showing any signs of resilience on the in terms of continuation. This is halted. News pending. Yeah, forget that. Fisker. I believe this has earnings today, doesn't it? Oh, no, Fisk. Fisk. Wilson Fisk. As in Kingpin. Yeah, I don't know why this is not showing up properly. So yeah, that's probably not something I'm interested in trading. What earnings are today? Oh, there's loads of earnings today. So, Vols, are you not in the Discord there, Vols? So I've posted all the earnings today in the Discord already. I posted them last night. So this morning we had JD.com, Lee Autos, Roblox, Fisker, Novavax, Marathon Digital, After Hours. Luna's been a big mover recently, so that's After Hours. Getty Images, Soundhound, and Big Bear AA both have earnings this afternoon. After Hours, but also in terms of the big names, Disney, PayPal, Airbnb, that's a good one. That usually moves quite a bit after hours went on earnings. Palantir, Lucid, Rivian, there's loads of them. It's a busy Monday for earnings. It really is. So yeah, check out the Discord. I've already published in the Discord. Yeah, top might be moving, but it's not tradable. You need 250% leverage, which puts me off straight away. Whoa, what's Boston Scientific doing? I think I need to find out what's going on with Boston Scientific. Yeah, I'm not seeing any company-specific catalysts for Boston Scientific. And it is a much larger cap stock, and it's just going parabolic. US gold on low volume, IBRX on low volume. Yeah, it's just not reliable. There's no clean moves yet. No clean setups. I mean, even Shopify kind of let me down before moving back up. I'll give it another go. UPXI, yeah, no. Oh wait. Trevina, the low price stock, moving. Yeah, Trevina halted up, so iMedia Brands also halted up at 560. IMBL, IMBIL. iMedia Brands. Just no volume. Yeah, can't trade that rubbish. Guard Force. Yeah, not doing anything at the minute. It's just level on the day, kind of break even on the day, but there's not a lot of volume on it. Less than 400,000 shares traded all day, so Guard Force not really doing a lot. If you're still holding, yeah, just talked about that, Robert and Gregster. So Guard Force not really doing a lot. This resumed. Retail resumed. Nothing really good setting up right now, so it's just worth just sitting on your hands. If you're not taking a trade, don't take one. Just wait for the breakouts. We're going to get that $half breakout that I wanted before. That's the question. Or I was expecting before. Yes, we are. I'm going to get 20 cents on this to start off with. 63.75 is what we're looking for. Yeah, trading got halted. Upwards halt on OKY or Okio. Nothing to do with toll. I don't give out signals or so looking for $1/4, $3/4 here. Might pull back, but I still think we're going to we should get $64 on Shopify today. I'd be very surprised if we don't, but let's see if we can't get the $3/4 first. 60, we've got 70, 70, 71, 74, 75 on the ask, looking for 75 on the bid. 73 on the bid. 75 on the bid. We get 76. Can we get 80? Let's see if we can't get 80. High of day currently is 63.77 is where we're at right now. Currently at the high of day. There's a new high of day. There we go. 63.80, 384, 63.87 is the high of day. Let's see, can we get that 74? Elusive 74. 36, 37. $87 is the high of day so far. Yeah, I'll take a look in a minute once I get out of this trade. I want to see 63.90. 63.85 right now. Getting nice bullish hammer there. There's 95. I'll take half off. We'll put a 10-cent trailing stop on that, and I'll take a look at the rest. So that'll put me green on the day again. So yeah, there we go. So this is Trevina, halted up twice. It's now pulling back, and it's halted down. So it's below the $2 threshold that I like to trade, but it is what it is. IMRN. This is just very choppy, guys. If you're looking at this one, you're saying 325 for a... This is very choppy. This went up to 340 and pulled straight back down again. So it got rejected up there at 339 is the high of day. It's way off the pre-market high up at 360s. So this is just very choppy. I would look at this on the higher time frames. Don't even think about trying to trade this on the 1 minute time frame. It's just too choppy. You might have an argument for a double bottom, but personally, I don't see that playing out very well. And Palantir looks like it's trying to make a move up. And we get the break of $6 on RBRX. It's a key level. $6 was the high last on Friday last week. Got rejected at $6 on Friday, so let's see. Key level, key resistance level. New highs for Okio. Come back to IBRX if it breaks over 6. Okio, no, there's no volume. Come on, you can't trade that. Please, guys, look at the profiles. Look at the volume profile. Look at it's just. No, I just can't trade some of these. It's just not. Yeah, just not got enough volatility on it either. Yeah, it got rejected at 6. Hard to borrow, so I couldn't have shorted it up at 6. Don't have any shares. Let's have a look. So can we get our money back on Shopify? Current high of day is 63.95. There we go. New high of day. It depends on Don. In terms of volatility, it depends on the spread. It depends on. I wouldn't say there's a minimum, because if it's got an ATR of like 3 cents, but a spread of 1 cent, and it's it's a $2 stock, then it might be worth trading. So I got faked out there as it broke new highs. Got the increase in volume. Everything was set up for the continuation. So I'm just going to hold this for a little bit of a pullback. Everything set me up for a continuation there. So it faked me out for the break of the $0.50 earlier at 63.50, and it's just faked me out at 64. This is Shopify for you. It sometimes does this. It was good for me on earnings the other week. Go on, I'll just buy the $0.50 support there, and I can get out if it breaks below the $0.50. Or not. Typical. Well, it's halted up there, so it potentially could give you a little pop. See if it'll gap up now. So it should resume at 10:13 and 46 seconds. Which way are you going, Shopify? I want to know. Because I want to know. Gonna move back up again now. Will we get back over 64? That's a good question, Tony. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. I'll put 63.70s now. $63.78 here. 63.78 was on that candle, on this candle, rather. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go. Let's go crazy. Do. Boogaloo. Prince. Don't know where that came from. Anybody got any candles for anybody got any wax candles, crayons for me to chew? Let's go and lick some windows. Degenerates, the lot of you. And here's me encouraging you. Or here's you encouraging me. Bunch of degenerates that you are. $63.70. Let's go. Here we go. $64. Come on. You know you wanna. 77. 79 and 80 on the ask. Just briefly. 79 on the ask. So I'm looking for 63.90 for a take profit, and then ride the rest. Now you're just teasing me. You're worse than my fiance. Come on, stop teasing. Give it to daddy. EDC just lacks the reliable volume. It's dropping down. The range, the spreads are like 20 cents. The range isn't covering the spread, so just be careful with GDC. If it does get a bit more volume, it could make a good move. But right now, it's just not reliable. It's not a clean move. So just take the clean moves. Palantir with an M pattern looks like it's going to pull back before the earnings tonight. Come on, Shopify, what are you doing? Play the game. I need the bathroom, so come on. Let's get back up to 64. I really need the bathroom, Shopify. Let's go up to 64. Add a 0 to that, Nereus. You might move. Add a 0 to that. You might move the needle. I really do need the bathroom. Well, that's good. Any greens? Good green profitability. Well, Pac West, if you went long last week, it would have been a good trade. Oh, VCIG halted. That's a big move as well. Okay, back over 63.70, and this will break 64. That's your double bottom there, below 63.35, and it might pull all the way back to the VWAP. So we've got, it can only go in two directions. One of two directions. Yeah, well, good luck with Bed Bath & Beyond on the pink sheets. Yeah, tell me about it, Nereus. Tell me about it. To be fair, she likes to go shopping as well. Shopify's better than Wish, at least. See the adverts on Wish, you get the, you think, oh, that'd be great, order it, and it comes through and it's like for your Action Man or the Barbie doll or something, or completely the wrong thing. I'm surprised Wish is still in business. What with all the laws around false advertising and misleading marketing and stuff, it surprises me that Wish is still going. I mean, it's just for comic effect now. Oh, here we go. This is the double bottom that break out at 63.80. $63.88 was that one, wasn't it? 85, 87, looking for 90 on the bid. That's okay. Trying again. I really need the bathroom. $85. Oh, don't be such a tease. You're up there at 79. You're up there at, what did you get up to? 90 on the ask. I'm looking for it on the bid. Let's take it, 95 on the ask or something. Come on. Just take it with you and take the bid with you. What's my take on crypto? I'm bearish on crypto at the moment. Long-term bull, but short to medium-term bear on crypto. I just think there's too many red flags. There's a lot of regulations got to come into crypto before it becomes bullish again. You'll see a couple more big name exchanges going out of business. It's prime for manipulation by the whales. That's the problem, because you've seen with the regional banks how the liquidity crunch can affect the banks. The crypto exchanges are no different. In fact, they're in a worse situation. So I see a big shake-up of the crypto industry in the next 12 to 18 months before it becomes a bull market again. That's my own opinion. It's the meanderings of a fat guy on the internet. Take with it what you will. It's not financial advice. It's meme season. It's always meme season. I love memes. Memes are great fun. Are we going to get a little breakout here now? 87, 88, 89. I'm going to get 90 on the bid. Looking for 90 on the bid. Stop teasing me. There we go. Take half off. Don't tell me that, Gregster. The whole point, that's my catchphrase. Do you know what? I was gonna lock this in, but I'll wait for it to break 64. In fact, do you know what? I'm just gonna put a 10-cent trailing stop while I go to the bathroom. I can come back, and if I stopped out, it's fine. Alright, did I get stopped out? No, I'm still in it. Still in it. There we go. I did say good get to 64, didn't I? Back up to 64. I'll leave that there. There we go. All that for 400 quid. Still halted. So this is due to resume in any time now. No leverage. Right, that's pointless me even flipping across. Should trade it on the main account. Alt level 647. What's the spreads? Range 30, spreads 10. Managed to get out, but it's just cost me 4k. Rest of momentum. Now I'm looking at the same entry again. Well, enjoy your crypto trades. Like I say, for me, overall, $6 I might get back in here. So it's 610. Why are you not filling? Why are you not giving me the fill? Come on. Wait for it to come back and get me. There we go. Oh, the volatility on this is huge. The range is 50 cents on the range. Spreads are only 10. Don't like these tweezers though. Devil horns. Yeah, cheers, Nereus. Love you too. I don't know about the DraftKings. Oh yeah, I remember you saying the DraftKings short position on Friday. You was going to hold it over over the weekend. Well, this ain't going my way. This is I've got the devil horns right here now. So I'm just going to put a stop in place down here at the $0.50. It'll either move up or it'll get me out. Either which way. No, I've not even looked at DraftKings today. Well, Trevian halted again. Trevina halted again to the upside. Don't know which side it's halted. Yeah, so it's halted to the upside now. Trevina, 178. DraftKings is down at $24 now. Good man. I do like seeing when other people are getting profitable. I like that. I don't like this one right now. Got my stop just below the VWAP, the $0.50. So not overly enamored with no worries, .net. Did you short it? There you go. Into the hold. Bye, mate. All right, what else is moving? Moving well. Can't find any clean moves today. This is halted to the downside now. So upside, downside, downside, upside. Trevina, it's overall trending upwards, but it's very, very choppy. I'd like to have got that. Yeah, it's short. It's got the leverage on it and everything. Sunset. A little slow to the trigger then, but let's see, can we get the 55? Get over the $0.50. First candle breaks a new low, that's where you get out. Not a good start to the day on the small account. I got the pullback here, so I'm okay with that entry. Got a pullback, and I tried to get in there for the break of it, but we'll see. Yeah, you got a better fill than me, Narius. Please don't copy me blindly. I'm not. Nice entry would have been here at 615. Breaking these highs here. Oh no, it's look, Trevian's just where is it? It's halted up, halted down, halted up, halted down. So this is just ridiculous. How many halts has this had today? All over the place. That's a 23, 28, 34. Yeah, so a lot of halts. Ew. Don't like that at all. If this gets over the pre-market high, it might be interesting. With volume, there's no volume on it though, so just it's not interesting. PacWest pulling back down now towards the pre-market lows. Pre-market low around kind of 603 or whatever it is. Party. Just nah, no volume on it. Not a lot moving. It's one of those days, not huge amounts. I think he's just trading paper at the moment there, Alistair. Thoughts on the Qs? Well, NASDAQ down quite heavily on the day, along with the rest of the markets. All the markets are down. So we've got the NASDAQ's down, or the Qs are down, the Russell's down, the S&P 500's down, and the Dow Jones Industrial's down. So they're all down. That would have been nice to get the bounce, the VWAP bounce there, just above the VWAP. Yeah, the NNOX moved well last week, but yeah, it's got nice momentum actually. It's a nice upwards move. It's kind of holding fairly well onto the 9 EMA. Hit below it a couple of times, but it's holding fairly well onto the 9 EMA. Oh, 1640s. So this is NanoX imaging. It moved up really well last week, pretty much the whole week. In fact, I think Wednesday, was it Thursday, would have been a good day, the big day that it moved up. How's PayPal doing? It's got earnings this evening. So PayPal It's up on the day, but it's not exactly flying at the moment. 75.63 PayPal. Good morning, be motivated. Do I reckon it's going to reverse? Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit choppy. It's downwards. It's below the VWAP. It's overall the markets are a bit kind of pulling back a little bit today. It's another consolidation day. Do I find large cap earnings reliable? Once they follow a trend, once they get into the trend, yes. Up until then, it was just Trevian halted again. This time to the upside. Bit too extended right now, but this halted. So this should resume at Q2. So 10:45 and change. 10:45 and 20 seconds. Once these large caps start trending, they tend to stick with it. What I mean, Shopify is a perfect example. It might reverse super chip, but it needs to get over a VWAP. BCIG was just resumed after the halt to the downside. A lot of volatility on these stocks now. And BTX got a bit of a double bottom. Breakout level 590. Keep an eye on that. Yeah, there's not enough volume to trade that. Yeah, I saw that. I'll take a look at GTEC, but again, this is one of those. It's a bit erratic at the moment. 167. In fact, it's very erratic at the moment. Trevian should resume in about a minute's time. Just under a minute. UTEC breaking highs. Let's just go back to Previan, resume gap down. Eva, I looked at Eva a minute ago, just wasn't exciting me. It's trying to curl back round here, so yeah, it's still not exciting me. The range ain't great. Volume is pretty much non-existent. It's died out. So Eva, probably not something I'm interested in trading. There's no volume on inner data at all. So inner data, whilst it broke the pre-market highs and moved up to kind of 790s, there's no volume at all. So no intraday trades on either of those two for me. But you know, fill your boots there, Super. Oh, into another halt. Trevina halted up again. Palantir very sideways. GDC, the spreads are just horrible. Like 25 cents, 25 cents on the spreads. The spreads are not, the range doesn't cover the spreads on this one at the moment. So the spreads are 20, 25 cents, and the range is only 11 cents. So GDC is not a goer. Maybe if that changes, it could be interesting, but right now that's not the case. Say that as it takes off. Yeah, up to 7 and back down to 657. So yeah, it's just Palantir could be of interest. If Palantir can get up here and test the pre-market highs up at 780, it might be of interest. Otherwise, probably not. And I look at that. How can you trade that kind of stuff? There's like 50-cent moves here. So 16 cents is the average true range, but I mean, It's just the spreads are just horrible. 10 cents right now. I'll put $7. 6 cents. Calm before the storm, absolutely, guys. Hopefully. Pretty sure a marked a breakout level, and it's at that breakout level now. MBTX. Bit of a double bottom there. Nice boobies. Just needs volume. Can't trade it. I mean, I'd love to trade this pattern. I do think this pattern's going to be good, but maybe test the pre-market break up to the pre-market lows again. But I can't trade it. Even though it is a nice pair of boobies, I can't trade that. There's just not enough volume. This one's coming all the way back. Oh, absolutely. If we can get 650 on this now, we're back where we were. Anybody else getting hungry? Yeah, it probably halt down and then gap down and then halt back up on the next resumption. It's been choppy like that across the day. What I got on in the background? You mean the music? Talking about the music, Super Chip? Or talking about the Bloomberg? I'm listening to I've got Bloomberg on in the background. I've got the music going as well. So I'm a Bloomberg person rather than a CNBC person. So. Now we're looking at potential double top territory here, so I've got to be careful with that. I haven't a clue who Taylor Riggs is. You need to get out more super chip instead of ogling the TV broadcasters, the TV journalists. Goodness. Yeah, stopped out again. But that's okay. It's about discipline. Okay to have a red day as long as it's not too red. Where did I get in? That's 10:52. What's that? Yeah. Okay. That's okay. Excuse me. BLCM, I can take a look. So, Belicium Pharmaceutical. And she's starting to curl back above the VWAP. Had a bit of a VWAP bounce here, move up. That's the VWAP as support, and then move back up again. And it's not really moving that that rapidly, so yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so this should resume in about 10 seconds, so 15 seconds. Give it 15 seconds. There you go. Pretty much level and selling off. So pretty much a level resumption. Bit of a dip. Now it's moving back up again. So this will probably halt to the upside. 248 is the up halt level. So it probably will halt to the upside. But 218 is the down halt level. So yeah, we're closer to the 218. There we go. There's the down halt level. RBRX again. Bang. Annoying the hell out of me. Just held that. I'll be quids in there. So annoyed. Yeah, it's not a huge amount of movement going on at the moment. So just wait. No point taking a position just for the sake of taking a position, guys. Just wait for the setup. And I was right with this one as well, but this pullback faked me out. 10 cents. 55. Come on. Back up to 55. Where's the volume? The bullish volume. Let's get up to 660. Be nice. Yeah, absolutely, Jack. 90% of buying power. That was the button I pushed. So yeah, full buying power, full leverage rather, pretty much. I'm looking for 10 cents here, to the upside, not to the downside. $55. Get that double top. Nice little flag, but it needs to break to the upside, and it's attempting to break to the downside. There's a lot of sellers at 43 all of a sudden. Nice move up, would be good. Move up, not move down. Come on, do you just hold? Stop teasing me like Shopify did. So this is IBRX. I'm not very good with this small account, I've got to be honest. So trading with a small account, it's a lot more difficult than trading with a reasonable sized account. Every trade is vital. Yeah, well, I don't say everything's trending downwards. There's a lot trending upwards, but there's no clean movers. That's the problem. I mean, the S&P 500's just gone green on the day. The Qs will probably follow. The S&P 500's gone green on the day now. Well, if you can do it efficiently, Flip Jug, it's not a bad strategy. If you're able to recognize which ones are going to gap up and which ones are going to gap down, teach me. I think I've been in this for 5 minutes now. Back over 746, 646, that's what I want. So I need another move back up. Yeah, been there, done that. Had my face ripped off a couple of times going in too big. Nice bit of bullish volume would help. Just the volume's dried right up. Volume's dried right up. Oh, this is entertaining, isn't it? When there's nothing happening. Getting 20 cents risk off me. That's all I'm giving it. $3 down on the ask. $2 on the bread. Try an options trade. I think maybe I should look at options for a small account challenge, but that's not the point of this this small account challenge. Karanji, I wouldn't recommend starting trading with a $500 account at all for anybody. It's virtually impossible, as I'm finding out myself, and I'm an experienced trader. So just be careful with that. $500 account challenge is proving extremely difficult for me right now. Ah, yeah, monkey chuff. Wrong button. Double top there, so I'm not trading that. Yeah, the point is to make money, but look, I'm taking effectively taking this. I'm already over goal on the month super chip, so I hit my goal on the first day of the month on the main account, and people have been asking me for, particularly people in the day trade with Tony students. My students have been asking me, what about a small account and a really small account? So here we go. So TRVN, Trevian, or Trevina, up there at 270s. Current halt to the upside will be 275 now. $279. $282 is the halt level to the upside. There's nothing really just jumping out. So anyway, look, I'm gonna go walk my dog for a bit. Let's see what can transpire. I mean, it's a losing day on both accounts at the moment, but there's nothing really jumping out at me to say this is going to be a good trade. So look, I'm going to go walk the dog. I'm going to wrap it up here, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. If you're a day trade with Tony student, I'll probably be calling out in the Discord a little bit later. But while the sun's shining, I'm just going to take a quick sabbatical and go walk the dog. So catch you guys later. Okay.